Welcome to the Digital Production Buzz at the 2015 NAB show. Hi, this is Larry Jordan, and this interview was recorded live on the trade show floor. For more information, visit digitalproductionbuzz.com. If you've been using Avid equipment at all, or any video editing system, you've heard the name Boris FX. Boris FX was founded by Boris Yamnitsky, who is both the co-founder and the CEO of Boris FX, a huge operation based on the East Coast. So big, in fact, that I didn't know how big it was until about a day ago. Boris, good to have you join us today.
Oh, it's a pleasure to be here.
You have been making some great news. We're going to talk about the acquisition of Imagineer a little later in this conversation. But I did not realize that Boris FX was actually more than you in your basement. You've got a team of people back there.
No, absolutely, yeah. I'm blessed with the best and brightest in this industry.
And what products are you creating now? I mean, the Continuum Complete runs on everything, including big pens. But what products do you have?
Yeah, well, Continuum Complete is our flagship product, and it runs on most of the modern-day NLEs and compositing systems from Avid, Adobe, Sony, Apple.
How would you describe Complete?
How do I describe Complete? It is a Swiss Army knife of visual effects. It will do pretty much everything that a modern-day production, post-production, compositing is demanding, and it can withstand very serious rigors of day-to-day post-production work.
There's two philosophies in creating effects. One is to keep the interface as simple as possible so that people who are just beginning to use the effect can make productive use of it. And the other is to expose every possible control so you have infinite control, but it's sometimes intimidating. Boris tends to lean toward the second. Every possible control is exposed.
Well, you know, there's a trade-off here, obviously. And we spend a lot of time, raking our brains trying to figure out what's the best way to present the features or present the power of our underlying technology to the user. And yeah, sometimes the filters themselves get somewhat complicated. But on the flip side, we provide a very easy way to figure out particular look or particular preset with the FX browser that we provide with every filter.
So describe what the effects browser does.
It is a system, it's a window that lets you browse all possible presets for any filter on your computer, and including the ones that ship with the product, as well as the ones that the user will save himself or herself. And it shows the effect in the animated fashion, using the footage. That's the best part of it, that it's based on the clip from the host system. So it's kind of like try before you buy it situation.
So I can see the effect as the preset is defined without having to tweak any of the adjustments that are there.
Yeah, right. Yes.
You create Boris Complete, Continuum Complete, for a variety of platforms: Avid, Premiere, Final Cut, as you mentioned just a few minutes ago. Is there a difference in quality or a difference in result between the different platforms? I'm not trying to say better or worse, but are they different?
Of course. No, we support the best quality available with the system. Many of the systems nowadays provide the float image format to us, and we take full advantage of the float format and process it natively in that float format, 32-bit format. But some of the traditional video formats, for instance, 10-bit format that most cameras produce, will result in 16-bit processing in our engine.
So you're taking the math pretty deep. What have you got that's new at the show? Again, excluding Imagineer, because I'm going to come back to that toward the end.
Yeah, and it's kind of very hard to exclude.
I know.
Because
well, first, let's talk about
that's
why did you acquire Imagineer?
Okay, why did I acquire Imagineer? Actually, for a very, very good reason, and that is, all our products take full advantage of masking and tracking in every possible way. Because every effect that typically you would want to produce is limited to some portion of the image. Very rarely you just want to blur the whole image.
Yeah, true.
So masking and tracking have been part of our products since the inception. We've always had a motion tracker built into every Boris Continuum filter. It's a simple point tracker, but it works very well and very fast. And we always had something we called pixel chooser. We coined that name, and it's actually very, very well known now. An engineer who designed the first version just called it pixel chooser. And it kind of stuck. So, and pixel chooser is basically a way to isolate a portion of the image for filtering. But we always knew that there is this famous best of breed, incredible, unbelievable masking and tracking system, planar tracking system called Mocha.
And every word you said is true. It is unbelievable. It is world class.
Right.
It's amazing.
Yeah, truly. So it is, like head and shoulder above all other solutions of that type. And it was always my dream to do something with them, partner with them, to some extent. And obviously, when the opportunity came along, I did not pass.
So how are you integrating it?
Okay, so the main idea behind this, I usually call it a merger, because I view this as the merger of best minds.
A short answer, because we're going to be out of time
Yes,
soon.
real quick. We are transferring technologies between the two products. So the Mocha masking and tracking is going into the pixel chooser, into the Boris Continuum product, so that it will be readily available right within the Avid product line, for example, within the Avid project. And vice versa. Our best image restoration technology is going into Mocha, so that it kind of makes Mocha this much more functional and valuable.
We're going to talk with Ross Shane from Imagineer Systems about specifically Mocha in about 25 seconds. Where can people go on the web to learn about Boris?
It's at www.borisfx.com.
That's all one word, borisfx.com. Boris Yamnitsky, the CEO. Boris, thanks for joining us.
It's a pleasure. Thank you very much for having me.
You're welcome.